on the screen. So the lady was supposed to lose weight, or they have the weight requirement, if I'm not mistaken.
Hi, my name is Shantae. I was dating a guy who is a man of God for 3 years. We broke up. He said he didn't want to marry me because I didn't fit his weight requirement in the 3 years we were together. I thought he was my husband. I fell in love with him.
Child, look at them legs. All they done is gotten bigger, child.
When we broke up, I blocked him 7 days. I wanted to go back, so then he blocked me for a month. It's been 3 months, no contact, and now he wants to be back in my life.
When did you find out?
Can I ask a contextual question before we get to it? When you say weight restriction or weight preference, he wanted you to be bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Smaller, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a contextual question. When did you find out that you weren't in the weight requirement? Was it after y'all broke up or during he kept telling you that he wanted you to be smaller?
Well, I made the mistake and signed an agreement that I would lose.
She made a mistake. So if I ask one of y'all to sign the agreement that you're going to lose weight, and I'm going to type it on out and we're going to get it notarized and you're going to put your John Hancock on there, is that a mistake when you sign it? That sounds like somebody settling. Somebody wanted to get married so badly that they signed on the dotted line for something dumb as, I'm going to lose weight. Because that was supposed to be, like Uncle Rick kind of said a second ago, she wanted what she wanted. Now, she wanted to get married for sure. But she thought, in my opinion, that she could just get away with it and wouldn't be a big deal. She wouldn't be, he would just go ahead and just let her go and she don't have to do it. That's what I think. I would, listen, why would you even bother if he don't want you where you are? Then be done with it. Nope. You're settling, ma'am. All this, we don't settle. You're settling. You're settling. You're so desperate that you're going to sign something that says you're going to lose weight. And then you think that you're just going to do what you want after signing it. Now you want to say it's a mistake. No, it was intentional because you thought you was going to get away with not doing your side of the bargain.
Hold on. What was the agreement?
What is these Dallas?
Look at the sisters all mad. What are you mad for? She signed it. Do these people not hear? Is it just me? Are they not listening? She signed it willingly. What are you mad at him for? What are you mad? What are you all riled up for? You should be saying, sis, what the fuck? Nope.
This nigga's on. He said agreement. Okay, hold on. Time. Before we go further, can we talk about this agreement? So, no, we need this context real quick. This agreement, just so I can be educated. It don't have to be the specific thing, but tell me about an agreement like this that you had to sign.
The agreement was, I'm so embarrassed to say this, but I guess basically in order for him to marry me, that I would work on losing weight. So he would buy me stuff for me to lose weight. And then he would go to counseling. But prior to our relationship, he was divorced for about, I think, 2 years. He was married for 20 years. And so that was basically the agreement that I would allow him to buy me the stuff so I can work on losing weight, which I did do things that I didn't want to do, which is I did the Ozempic. And I almost lost my life in March of this year.
Oh, jeez.
Why is this a question would be my question, Bueller. Why is this a question? Because she still want that man. Say I'm lying. She still wants that man. So she can come up here talking about the agreement. The agreement. You agreed to it. He was going to buy me things. You agreed to it. Because he said, you do it and I'll marry you. So you were so desperate to get married. You were so desperate, you settled. This is what y'all do. Shout out to tonight's conversation. This is why I like this show. It pisses me off sometimes, but this is exactly why I like it. Because you got them heifers over there in them comments talking about Lavelle Bell, whatever his name is. And yeah, Sister White Tina. Because you're just mad that he married a white woman. And so now you're mad that, or you're happy that a black man lost something. So here's what you all do. You sign weight loss contracts in order to get a man. You sign weight loss contracts in order to get married. And then you don't, allegedly, I'm not sure. I don't remember it that well, but she's saying that he bought her the equipment to lose weight. I do remember that. So you couldn't do it. So that means that you couldn't put the fork down. You couldn't eat right. You couldn't do your part of the bargain, but you just think because you're used to that no one is going to push you on what it is that you agreed to. You agreed to do it. You couldn't do it. So then you go take the easy way out. Now somebody's supposed to feel empathy and sympathy for her because she allegedly almost died, which is what she's trying to get from this crowd. So then if they have some empathy and sympathy, then they won't be mad at her. They're going to be mad at him. Say I'm lying. That's exactly what's going on right here. I'm waiting for her to say.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Woo! She put in the cheat code and still failed. Exactly. She brought all this. I have no empathy, not one bit, no sympathy, no nothing. You like it, we love it. Y'all keep doing some of the dumbest of things. Then you willingly come up here and admit it while around here shouting out all this dumb bullshit. Because like I always say, gentlemen, they do want you, but they just don't know how to act. So they rather continue to act their way instead of acting a normal way and being able to give something to someone and fail every single time, and we'll continue to fail every single time and talk about it. And we love that for y'all.
So
All right, that's deep as fuck,
man. I think it's unfortunate, like when people lay out their requirements or they lay out their expectations of us, and if we don't fit it, like we take that as a personal challenge to try to climb up there and meet it. But that's not what that requires.
That's what Trill is saying, that he said what he wanted and you tried to get to it when you know damn well you weren't going to get it. That's what I think he's saying anyway. Dolomite, I appreciate you. He said, not going to settle. Listen, that's all that ever happens around here is settling. That's all that ever happens around here is freaking settling. And all this, well, we do not settle. Remember when they was mad at Tyler Perry? They got over that quick. At the end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man got to make more, he got to step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, rusty, ashy. We're not going to settle. No settling. We're not going to settle. No settling. Not going to settle. No settling. Not going to settle. No settling. Not going to settle. Hey, not going to settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway. Settling all day, all night, and 3 times on Sunday, child.
Sometimes we just not fit to be together.
yeah,
And that's perfectly fine. Because even with him, like I don't necessarily blame him for having weight requirements or whatever the case may
a
be.
contract. It's crazy.
I mean, but it's more common than you think though. But again,
So here go Ace. That's crazy. So the contract is crazy, y'all, but her signing it isn't? How come Ace ain't saying that? Because I feel like if it's crazy, then she should have said, "Child, you crazy," and walked off. Ace ain't gonna say that. They would never have me on this show. You think the contract is crazy? Who signed it? That's crazy. Because that's how desperate these women are. Trying to act like they're not. I mean, if he was married for 20 years, say he got married at 20, he's probably 40, 45 or so, right? About 20 years old, 40, 45 or so. She looked like she in her 40s, okay? So the window is a closing, child. The window is a closing. And it's not like, allegedly, based off of my doctor and lawyer degrees here on YouTube, she doesn't seem to have some sort of a personality, right? So she kind of probably blends in with the wall. So who's going to notice her? Let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? If she was out, do you think that she's going to be like, ah? No, she's going to be sitting down in the chair waiting for something to happen, in my opinion. What, does she seem like she got personality? No, she signed a freaking weight contract. Anyway, but you're here, aren't you? I'm annoying, but you're here. See, y'all, the trolls be trolling. All views matter, though. Help me make that money, child. TD, I appreciate you. For the 12, interested. I didn't even know you could do that. I appreciate you, honey. Said she used the 99 life code like on Super Mario Brothers and still couldn't win the game. Shout out to my Gen X Nintendo players. Exactly. Like Queen said, had the cheat code and still lost because, you know, when you're desperate, don't be desperate. But more of them are desperate than not, as evidenced by this damn show and these dumbass stories and situations that they put themselves in.
And it's because if it was a woman in that situation that said, "Hey, I'm not interested in marrying a man that make less than $100,000 a year," we would say, "Well, that's her requirement."
Yeah, thank you, Trill. Exactly. And nobody would bat an eye at that. Nobody would bat an eye at that one damn bit. So he got his requirements. Don't be big, bitch. And look, he took her when she was bigger, clearly. He couldn't have done it. She couldn't do it. He left. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I don't know if they're going to get to it because I don't remember. She said he wants to come back. Guess who's considering it? Her. Who's the real problem around here? Because if he's all that bad and now you got all these people on your side to say, yeah, sis, he ain't shit. Are they not? I'm telling you, people do not listen and pay attention and comprehend. She wants that man. She wants that man.
That's
but
what
if we put it in a contract that if you ever got fired from your job for 6 months, I'm leaving you, that's crazy to me.
That's not what the contract was stating. The contract was...
And it can be crazy to you, but you're not married, Ace. So what difference does it make? And you're not trying to get married because I bet you he got his requirements if he wants to, right, Bueller? I don't know what Ace's situation is, but I promise you he ain't going to take any regular, smegular heifer off the street. He going to have some requirements. Just because they not the ones that he wants don't mean that his is wrong and Ace is right. What it means is that man was able to put it out there and get a worm on the hook with it now, didn't he? He can think it's strange all he want to. He put it out there and got a worm on the hook.
State that if you don't climb to this 100,000 within the next year, 2 years, then I'm going to do something different.
Ooh.
So hold on. So what I'm seeing, what's your name again, baby?
Shantae.
Shantae. You are so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. What I'm hearing is a broken, dismantled, trauma fucking filled man who self-projected his self-hate.
It's the man and he got self-hate. And this was allegedly a doctor at the time, which we know she really isn't, just like I really am not. But I know better than her. It's always toss it on the man. Shout out to y'all. Look at y'all. Just put it on the man. His self-hate, her weakness, her desperosity, her settling. I'll fill in the blanks, Cha.
His insecurity.
Her insecurities.
His lack of integrity on you.
Her lack of confidence in herself.
Because we give others who we are.
And we sign things willingly that we're desperate for.
And we see in others who we are, not who they are.
We see that we're so desperate for that man and probably that pleasure that we will go ahead and do whatever, even though we probably don't think that we can do it and ain't going to try to do it, but just think that we're just going to get over and slide on in. And even though he did this, I still want him. You know, Dr. Cheyenne ain't going to say nothing about that.
So he's seen in you his self-hate for himself.
No, she sees her last chance and she's desperate and she wants to do whatever in order to get married.
He's seen in you his insecurities within himself.
Child, and she be saying this and they be like, yeah, sis goes. And she ain't saying shit except for man hating, man bashing. That's all she's saying.
Put a contract together that he really wanted to be able to obtain and sustain, but probably could not.
Yes, so the answer is to be childish and do the same thing back to him. Girl, you come up with a contract. Girl, you come up with a contract of your own. So you're projecting being childish? This is a doctor. Well, we know she's not now, but let's pretend. This is a doctor giving this advice and people take this show seriously and really go and give your personal information out to people that are non-credentialed. Wow. Maybe that's part of the problem, Black women. You're listening to people who ain't got no damn sense.
And then place that burden on you. You just happen to go along with the manipulation and the...
Oh, she just happened to go along with it, y'all. It was manipulation. Here, sign this. That is not manipulation. What is she talking about? Here, sign this. You either sign it or we're not getting married. So why didn't she say, you know what? I can go ahead and I can find me another man. I don't need you. She ain't saying none of that. She signed that shit, didn't she? Cheyenne out here lying to people. Cheyenne lying. That lady from The View, Sunny, is lying. People lying about this Carmelo situation. There's a lot of liars lately, child. Clearly it works because nobody can call anybody out on anything. And everybody says that it's your truth. It's your truth, which means it's your delusion.
Womanizing ways that he has.
How the hell she know he got womanizing ways? She just saying shit. Lies. Ain't nobody correcting her.
And for that, I want to tell you that I'm sorry, because I think that is a terrible fucking thing that you got caught up in that.
It's a terrible thing that you got caught up in that. Look what he did to you, you poor old thing. Oh my God, how could he do this to your 40-some-odd-year-old self, if not 50? I don't understand it. You poor baby. You poor thing.
Really is.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Come on, Trey.
Hell no.
Come
Hell
on,
no.
bro.
We're not gonna do this.
Let's go.
We gonna tell the truth.
Let's go.
And at the end of the day, why is it always an issue when a man has requirements?
It's not
in a relationship. Wait.
But
Because
you tell me he wasn't attracted to me.
Right. So
well, you're not attracted to me. I want to marry you. You're not attracted to me. I want to marry you. What's this? Look at this ugly ass. Well, she ain't ugly, but she ugly faced right here. Why is she so pissed? Look at her face. I'm about to get it. Look at how pissed she is because Trill has the nerve to disagree with her. How dare that black man have the nerve to disagree with Cheyenne, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant at the time? Because, you know, if you think you're a criminal, if you don't think you're a criminal, then you're not a criminal. If you think you're a doctor, then you're a doctor. That's why I'm a doctor and a lawyer, child, because if I think it, then it is. That's the delusion that the community is living in right now. And she is mad and pissed off. It's not even her situation. That Trill had the nerve and the all-damn audacity to disagree with her. You black man, who do you think you are, you black man? You're just a black man. You're not anything. You're not anybody, you sassy straight.
So again, going back to what I said earlier, sometimes we just not yoked for each other, and that's perfectly okay. But in terms of even just like you said, he created a contract. Mm-hmm. Sure, but she signed it. You don't have to sign the contract. Okay. If I felt that disrespected by you writing this contract and laying it in front of the table, I say get the fuck out of my face.
Because that would mean that she would have to have responsibility for her decisions. What is wrong with you, Trill? Are you crazy? How dare you say that black women should be responsible for their choices? What? You mean to tell me that this woman was supposed to think in her head, this sounds crazy, but I want to get married. But he said he's not attracted to me, but I want to get married because I love him. But he want me to lose weight, but I'm probably not going to be able to lose weight. And it magically is that man's fault. But y'all can say, I want you to pay all the bills. I don't want to pay nothing on the bills. And you got to buy me Castro, Pastro, and Mastros every 3 days. And then you got to take me on vacation every 15 minutes. And then we're only going to have X whenever I say we do. And no more, no less. And I'm not watching these kids, so you better give me a nanny. And I'm not going to work, so you better get somebody to clean this house. And I'm going to go out, and I want the best car, and I want all the gas, and I want the credit cards. All that is allegedly acceptable. One man said one thing, she agreed, now he's a mess. Child, these people live in their own worlds. Yet reason number 55,829,000.8 as to why you bitches have issues with relationships and men in general, because you're delusional. But as long as you think you're right, and that's it, and you got delusional people like a lying doctor. You had a lying doctor talking to y'all, but you was all in. Then you find out that she's a liar because she said something to y'all. Now y'all don't like her. But she easing her way back in, y'all. I promise you. Cheyenne is easing her way back into the hood. Thank you, Eugene, member for 3 months. I appreciate you. He said, this is some dangerous stuff right here. A supposed doctor lying to this woman about her health. Telling her not to lose weight, lying to her, gaslighting her also, and not holding her responsible. What is honestly, I agree with you. You know what? This is dangerous. You're right. Because if no one is going to do their job, then where will we end up? Probably like where we're headed right now. Because if you can't be objective and do your job as a therapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or whatever it is, and tell the truth, just because someone is Black, just because someone is a woman, just because you hate men and you bring your biases in, that's an issue, a big one. But I feel like that's where people are at this point. It's crazy. I don't know, how we got here, but it is an issue. So I guess it's his fault that she went and did Ozempic too, because I'm sure he just put a weapon to her head and say, take this, allegedly. Hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new.
But she signed it.
Yeah.
So again, we got to address like what would warrant you to sign some shit.
But I signed it.
Hold on, and you got a point.
Hold on. Why did she sign it?
I signed it because, then I was 40 something. I'm 47 now.
Ooh, shout out to me.
And I want to be married.
Shout out to me. Don't tell me, even though we did see this before and it's a little fuzzy, but don't tell me I don't be knowing these biatches. Don't tell me I don't be knowing these biatches. I know. Desperate to be married. It's 47 now. Oz wants to be married. He was married for 20 years. Do you think that he was in a rush to get married again? Let's be honest. Gentlemen, if you were married for 20 years, tell me the truth. Tell us the truth. Which puts you at about 40 some odd years old. Even if is the first thing on your mind is to get married again. Are you even thinking about getting married again? First answer that. If you was married for 20 years like he was, and then you coming into probably 40s, we're going to put him at about 47 as well. Let's just put him at 47. So again, he got married young. Would you be worried about getting married again? Okay, so it seems like the answers are no, right? Okay, so just imagine if you got married, you got divorced, let's just say that you weren't necessarily, gave up a house and lost all this shit, but it was just the marriage is 20 years. It's a big deal. You're done. It's over. Okay. He's been divorced. I think she said about 2 to 3 years. They've been together 2 or 3 years. And then he says, this is what I want in order to get married again, because one, he wasn't interested in getting married again. However, in my opinion, let me know if I'm wrong. He may have been considering her, which is why he gave this contract. So either he was considering her or he knew that she was never going to, I'm sorry. Either he was really considering her, that's why he gave her the contract, or he gave her the contract because he knew he wasn't trying to get married because he knew that she wouldn't do it. Which one do you think it is? Which one do you think that it is? Is he really setting a boundary to say, this is what I want? Maybe he's breaking her ego, Uncle Rick. Or is he saying this like, child, she ain't never going to do it, so let me go ahead and give her this because I'm not getting married again. It's one of those two things. Because you never know. Because when we fall in love, y'all, we find love or whatever, it typically is not something like, let me talk about back in the day. It's typically not, I'm looking for somebody like that, right? I'm looking for somebody. It kind of just happens because you could be dating and everybody's an asshole and all that stuff. And it's like, oh my God. And then finally somebody clicks with you out of nowhere. And probably you wasn't expecting it, right? If that happens, then maybe you would consider it, depending on who that is. And it probably has to be somebody who's, pretty exceptional in order for that to happen, right? But I feel like it's one of those two things. Queen says the second reason. He knew he wasn't never going to do it again. You agree with me? Both of the reasons? Okay. Robert says the second. He knew what he was doing. Brittany said, giving her a mark, knowing that she won't hit it. Yes, back in the day, it was definitely different. It is definitely different. Look at the woman's hair. Listen, since you brought it up, no shade. I'm not saying she's not a cute woman, because she's a cute woman. But I don't know. Why does this hairstyle just remind me of Set It Off? Shout out to Quality Guy. Thank you for the gold coin jewels, boo. It's giving Queen Latifah and Set It Off. But maybe it's the summertime and she's got her hair protected to go swimming or something. Allegedly. I don't know. I give her the benefit of the doubt, but it doesn't scream feminine too much to me.
And so I was in love with him. So I figured
She definitely does not have a strong personality. She definitely does not have that.
the pickings is slim.
But I want to say this. Yes, she signed it.
The pickings are slim. Shout out to me. The pickings are slim. That's why she signed a contract. She basically admitting why she signed a contract. Because if she's 47 now, if they was together for 3 years, that put her at 44, 45. She edging into 50. She's not a go-getter, allegedly. She don't look like she a go-getter. She don't look like she's has some dynamic personality that would draw someone in or anything like that. You know what I mean? So the pickings are slim. I'm surprised you didn't say there's not pee in the pool or whatever they say.
Yes, she needs to take accountability on that piece. But to your point that if you're saying that this woman is not the weight class, the body size, I'm not attracted to her, she's not conducive to my liking, why in the fuck am I dealing with her in the first place? Okay.
Keep listening to these biatches. You hear the crowd starting to clap, right? Why? Look at her face, just as bad as the last screenshot. She is really pissed off about this. Instead of saying and helping a woman, these people are not helping y'all. She should have been saying, girl, what is wrong with you? Why do you sign a contract like that? You obviously want to marry this man. So what do you think you should do? I say put it back on her. And she should be saying, I would never do that, but there's a reason that you did it, especially, child, this should have been a sign that she wasn't a doctor. This should have been a sign that she was not a doctor. We should be looking into why you would sign something like that, because that sounds crazy. We don't hear this typically. A prenuptial is one thing. A weight contract is something completely different. Nope. Not gonna do that. Child. Shout out to Ashy Foot. I appreciate you, hun. My marriage contract only has one line: citizenship. You so crazy. Thank you so much, boo. Appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Okay, why in the fuck am I choosing her in the first place? I have the power of
look at all the claps. Look at all the claps. Oh, these women looking away though. What's going on? Y'all not paying attention? Oh, something must be going on over here.
choice. There are a million women in here who are smaller, bigger, no ass, BBL and everything else. I can choose that which is conducive for me. I don't have to pour
Look at how mad she is. Why is she so pissed off?
into her or project onto her some trauma that I'm dealing with to say, look, I need you to sign a contract to be
Now it's trauma.
a certain size. Go get that bitch who's the size you want.
All right.
Go get that bitch that's the size that you want. This is why y'all stay single, because you listen to crazy people like this. This is the third stop. This face looks crazy too. She is not for y'all. Kendra Gilliams is not for y'all. But y'all keep listening to these people. Y'all keep listening to people who do not do you well. This is why you have bitches who act like they do, y'all. Because no one holds them accountable. So they think they could do whatever they want. And now that more of you all are saying, fuck y'all, now you got trauma and you got issues and you got to deal with it because you won't let bitches walk all over you. How dare y'all not let these bitches walk all over you? How dare y'all not take on single mothers that are the single mothers of all of these crazy looking gremlin ass motherfuckers that we be looking at regularly. We might need to do Crime is Down tomorrow. Get up to date with the crime. How dare y'all not take all this shit on? How dare y'all not deal with a woman that looks like this? How dare y'all not go find the size that you want? Maybe she has the personality and the demeanor because she is docile. I don't know if that's the right word. She is, don't have a personality. She probably cleans and does stuff like that. Child, don't tell this group that they're going to take you down. So everything maybe was good enough and he just wanted her to be a different size. And then he would do what she wanted him to do. All she had to do, because she had a contract in hand, is get the job done. All she had to do is hire a damn trainer and eat right. That's it. That's it. Is it easy? No. Trust me, I know. But if you are consistent and you work and you're healthy, for the most part, you should be able to do it. You don't, instead, y'all will listen to this crazy looking woman and that other fat bitch sitting up here talking about the diet is racist. Any old excuse to have an excuse to not put some work in.
Let me get to see it real quick.
But I
All that clapping. Yeah.
really want to, I want to help you a little bit to understand, because there's something very deep that's happening here. And when you talk about the mindset of a man, right? And this is in your relationship.
The mindset of a man, child. We got big glassy legs about to talk about the mindset of a man. Gentlemen, listen to her.
With him, you never want to be with a man that his big things, his big ticket items are so fickle. Okay, and this is,
you never want to be with a man where his big ticket items are fickle. So what is it that you think that you could tell Glossy Legs here that she wouldn't say that to, Bueller? What do you think that Glossy Legs would say is the big ticket item? Because you can't you can't tell them about their weight. You can't tell them about spiders, makeup, and weave. You can't tell them nothing about money. What would it be? What would it be that you all could want that Glossy Legs would agree to? Bueller? Anybody? She definitely could. Shut up, T. Brew. What if that was in the contract? That'd be difficult. Just paying shut up. Oh, Robert is 198 at 61 and trying hard. Look at you. She's I'm not gonna say only, but she's only 40 some odd years old. Is it gonna be easy? It might not be easy, but damn, you had to go get Ozempic? But they want to make sure that it's the man's fault. LeVar Ball, it's his fault that he married a white woman that she's leaving him now. But he was wonderful when he was taking care of her. This woman said she wanted to get married so badly. Couldn't do the weight. Now they still haven't gotten to her question, if you think about it, though. She wants to know if she should take him back. They still ain't got to that question because she wants to take him back. So who's the real problem? This was the sign that Cheyenne Bryant really wasn't a doctor, or she don't give a damn. She's not a good doctor. Thank you, Chris. He said, no bonnets boarding a cruise. Leave that at home. There you go. She would have said, how you gonna be telling us? We gotta protect our hair. You don't know. Say I'm lying. Glossy Legs is gonna say the same thing. That's what she's gonna say. I'm telling you.
is not, you can't get the woman you want to be attracted to. But I'm telling you that you will see that pop up in your relationship in so many other ways, to the point that this man will make you sign a contract. That means that anything that can vary, he will make a big deal out of it. Whether it's your hair.
That means, that means it's the hair. You know, you can't tell a black woman about her hair. So everything basically has to be a problem, an argument, and chaos, y'all. Everything. You have no say. I'm talking to the Ebony Sassy Straights right now. You have no say in anything. You have no say in anything. It's the same old, do what I say when I say how I say, and be under my tutelage and feet. Just like Black Cindy Brady said, if you, Kevin Samuels, to read the sheet followers, don't get behind black women. That's where they want y'all to, that's where they want y'all to be. Behind them. You already know.
Whether it's your attitude, whether it's your mood, whether it's your weight, whether it's all the, you never want to.
Your attitude, your mood, your weight, you can't say nothing about nothing. She's covering it all. Plus, she's got the biggest attitude. When does Glossy Legs ever smile? When? Has anybody ever seen Glossy Legs smile, Bueller? I've never seen this heifer smile. She always looking like, child.
Be with a man who those small things will sway him like that, right? You want stability. You want somebody that's sturdy. You want a backbone. You want somebody. He about you the shit, but did he get in there with you? Did he take you with you?
He did.
Hold on, though, 'cause I knew you was.
Oh yeah, he did. He did, because he's probably in shape. So now what Glossy Legs gonna say? She gonna move the goalpost. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He the one, he bought the damn equipment, bitch, and he probably did have a trainer.
about to say that, right? I want to find out what was wrong with you that you said.
Yeah, gloss on over that part.
I'm in love with this man. You in love with a man who got this type of restriction on you, not for your love, not for your personality, not for who you are, not for how you cover him, not for the wife that you would be. He ain't said none of that. This small thing had him and you.
This small thing. It's not a small thing, girl. It's not a small thing.
A contractual agreement. I knew you was about to say that. He did do this for. I knew you were gonna go there. What?
Oh, she knew. Now Glossy Legs knows everything. Look, now she's scared the way she acting. She's scared. Yeah, because he wants to get in there so that he can get the women back on his side and say that he agrees with all of them. That's why he was coming at Trill. Trill is the only one that was right about this. The only one. And now this one want to get up here with her glossy fat ass legs and run off at the damn mouth. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Holding this woman accountable to nothing. Nothing. I knew you was going to say that. God forbid a man said, come on, I'll pay for the gym. Child. A trainer ain't cheap. Okay, let me tell you. Trainer ain't cheap. So if he's paying for it, shout out to him. And he's doing it with you and you still couldn't do it, that means she wasn't eating properly. If she was going with him, she wasn't eating properly. So the excuse is because you can't control yourself and you have no discipline and you can't keep the fork away from your mouth. Now he has the problems. Let's not address the real problems. Let's just lie. Continue to lie to women.
What was you said you loved? I just loved him so much. You didn't get down to the bare bones of that love because his love has a limit, a weight limit on that scale.
Can't hold on.
She ain't gonna pass the weight limit, I promise you. Meaning glassy legs. Look at her.
Yeah, because go ahead. Okay, because you go first. Because
there's so many ways we can address this. I think it's important for everybody to understand attraction is not love, and love is not attraction. All right, you can love.
Profound.
There are plenty of people who love, let's say, their best friend, and when you ask them why can't you be with them, I'm not attracted to them. It's a very separate thing. So to say that because he has his standards on what he would want to be attracted to marry and spend his life with does not make him a bad person. The beautiful thing, or the thing that I respect that he did, is he was straightforward. He didn't play no games. He put it on the table. We can sit here and say, well, he might sway on this, sway on that.
Well, that was straightforward 6 months in, though. I was already in love with him. So it wasn't in the beginning.
Oh, it's not my fault. It was after 6 months and I was in love with him. Child, these people get on my nerves. All of them. The contestants or whatever, the people on the panel, all of them. Everybody out here lying to each other. They out here lying to each other. Nothing ever changes. It's always you sassy straights' fault, regardless, no matter what. No responsibility on the people who are responsible. These are supposed to be adults. These are supposed to be adults. Sheesh. Shout out to Mika in the building. I see you, boo. She said, you know, the diet don't work the same, Messy. Girl, we already know. It's racism, because, you know, everything is freaking racist. We already played it. Now I can't even find it.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Any excuse. Chris, thank you for another 5. He said diabetes, hypertension, and pregnancy issues, but let's go to the gym and get in shape. You are a representative of your spouse when you're out. My 2 cents. No, I agree with you completely. So he probably did like her for her personality. Like I said, I feel like she's docile. She would be somebody that he could take to the Bank of America Christmas party, the Thanksgiving party, the New Year's party. Like he could take her there for her personality, and she ain't gonna be ratchet, smelling like weed and none of that. But there's a weight requirement. That's it. That's all. This is like carrying on because you know how Respucia said you want to see a biatch go down the slide. She was over the weight requirement, and so she got pissed off. This is the same difference. She don't want to hear that. Well, let me say they don't want to hear that. She failed, so now she doesn't want to hear it. She's a failure.
And then he said that.
But I mean, 6 months in, I think it still didn't. It wasn't like he was marrying you and then told you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I think we're focusing on what you guys did leading up to that point. But what I'm interested in is you said he came back.
Yes.
Now that he's come back, is he saying, well, he still wants you to lose this weight, or is he saying I've changed my mind about that?
No, we haven't talked about anything. We've just been hanging out.
Oh, look who's hanging out after all them biatches saying they shit. Who was right again? Thank you, Beats for Days, for the happy poop. Y'all so crazy. Lord have mercy. What is going on? But they'll still blame him. He's manipulating you. You're being manipulated. Nah, she still want to get married and she love him, so it's not her fault. Oh, we just been hanging out. That means fucking. Okay? We just been hanging out. What if she gets pregnant? Yeah, she's 47. What if she get pregnant?
But can we say this?
We can get back.
1 second though, Ace. This is serious, y'all. What I will say, and this is the thing that we skipping over. We all know that a man is usually going to get what he wants up front. You have to be very skeptical of a man that's coming into you and saying, well, I don't want, you're not quite what I want, but I'm going to wait 6 months. I'm going to wait.
So yet again, she's not going to call the woman out to say, girl, why are you even entertaining him? You must like it. You must want to do it. Nope, none of that.
To a year. This man will drag you for the rest of your life. And trust me when I say a man is
Trust a stranger with no degree in what she says.
gonna get what they want up front. Ace, a man is gonna get what they want up front. They're not gonna wait for you to, but that's what women do. They say women marry men hoping that they'll change. Men marry women hoping that they'll stay the same. He will drag you. Those are nuances. Those are personality flaws. He will drag you for so long, right? And you never were gonna meet the mark, and he's gonna keep moving the goalposts. So that's the core of somebody that has a behavior where they will start with something and they will wait for it to evolve. He knows what he can get.
Did he go to therapy? Because you said that was the other agreement.
Part of the
No,
condition.
never did.
Okay, see, and to me, that
So she don't even stand on what it is that she wants. Still his fault. It doesn't matter. It's always Jermaine's fault. Always, always, always. Did he go to therapy? Because that was in the contract. No, he never went, but you entertaining him. You letting him bang your back out. You letting him come back. Ignore all that, child. This is all his fault.
that's the bigger problem. Again, I think everyone laying out their standards and what they want, there's nothing wrong with that. We can say that contracts is extreme and all that kind of stuff, but either way, you talked about it, you guys laid it out. But if he didn't hold up his end of the bargain, that's the concern. So even if he came back to you and you did lose the weight, he still didn't get the therapy. And so he's still unhealthy. There's still going to be problems. So that's still the issue. But I also have to ask you this, because you said he's a man of God. I'm going to assume you are a woman of God yourself.
Yeah, we both serve in ministry together.
Okay.
Yo, everybody serving in ministry. Why they not going to the pastor or the assistant pastor to get some counseling?
Did at any point you stop, go in prayer, and ask God, is this the man for you?
I did.
You said what?
I did.
And?
I had a dream that he was driving me into a cemetery.
Okay, so listen, you want to jump in? Let me just say this real quick. All right. No, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Because, and I know Kitty's got some stuff to say. We're going to pass stuff in a second. But here's the thing. I always tell people, be careful of asking God for signs, because the devil can throw up billboards too.
Mm-hmm.
And when people lean on dreams, I understand God can speak to us in dreams, but dreams can come from 3 places: God, the devil, and our subconscious. And if we just take a dream and interpret it ourselves, we can misinterpret. So that's what it seems like it happened with you.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would encourage you and anyone who's a believer is, when you ask God for an answer, you need to receive that answer in your spirit, right there in prayer. All this trying to interpret and talk to other people, it will lead to a lot of confusion. But that dream sounded like a huge warning that you were not supposed to be with this man. Go ahead.
Who thinks she going home to dump him after all this? I don't.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's heavy right now. Okay. All right, baby. You know, I hope you have given your time to really worship and thank God for preserving you, because...
All right, I'm not listening to this. That was enough. Anyway, she's going to go back with that man. They all jumping on top of that man, except for the dude at the end. At least he's being a little bit fair. She still want that man. She desperate. She's settling. Whatever you want to call it, she love that man. And she gonna leave his place and go talk this shit to them. And then he's gonna say, F that, and move on. And then she gonna come back and say, no, I changed my mind, because they'll see each other at church, which is how they probably got back together. We just been hanging out. We know what that means, allegedly, but allegedly.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!